What is going on, everybody, and welcome to another video. If you don't know already, guys, my name is Jeremy and welcome to Jeremy's Wild World. So guys, if you saw from the title, today's video is basically going to be a little update on all the animals I'm currently keeping, the animals that have passed away, the animals that I rehoused, and my plans for getting new animals in the future. So with the current animals, I'm just going to show you guys how they're doing, and with the new animals, I'm basically going to show you setups and plans that I want to get in the upcoming months. So let's get right into it, guys, starting off with the 200 litre tank behind me. Alright guys, so starting off with the 200 litre tank, this is what the tank currently looks like at the moment. I know it's very messy. The reason being is because I've pretty much just let this tank do its own thing for the past month. I've done no water change for maybe a month and a half now, and I haven't trimmed the plants in a good long while. And as you can see, the hornwall has pretty much taken over the entire tank. So stocking wise, guys, I am still keeping guppies in here. As you can see, there are a few here, one male, a couple females, a younger female, and adult female back there. Here's another female and the other male. The reason why I'm keeping guppies still, guys, is because I actually can't afford the supplies for African stickers at the moment, this being the rocks I want to get as well as the fish. It's kind of out of my price range at the moment, so I am saving money. But in the meantime, I am still going to keep these guppies. And yeah, so they have been breeding in here again. There's quite a few fry, so starting up another colony. And yeah, so also moving on, as you saw in the last clip, my albino bristlenose plecos have bred, and here are the babies. So these are my albino bristlenose baby fry. There's a mix of long and short fins in there. I'm sorry, it's a little bit blurry. I'll try to clean that once I do the maintenance on the tank. But yeah, I have about 30 babies, and once these guys start getting a bit bigger, maybe about 2 to 3 inches, I'll start selling them online. One cool thing about baby albino bristlenose plecos that I found out is that you can see the heart beating through their chest. So I'm going to zoom in here while keeping in focus, if it'll actually focus. Maybe not. This will do. But as you can see the heart beating through the chest. That little red dot underneath the mouth. That's actually its heart. That's just one thing I thought was quite cool. Other fish that are still in here are the, if I can find any, oh, here. So I still am keeping some brown bristlenose pleco fry that I got from my female that did unfortunately pass away. I did used to have a big female, brown female, but she passed away during a water change. I have no clue why. But I still have some of her babies here, some short fins, a couple long fins. But yeah, and that's it really. They're getting bigger. I am selling them. I just sold a couple maybe an hour ago. And yeah, so also guys, there are still quite a few ram's horn snails in here, but there are a lot of them dying. Just because I don't overfeed the tank anymore, just because I haven't done a water change in a while, so I am quite nervous of ammonia spikes, and overfeeding causes, you know, ammonia to build up and stuff like that, so I don't want that to happen. So once I do maintenance on this tank, I'll probably start feeding a lot again. Also, I am still keeping shrimp in here, even though I did move out most of the nice looking shrimp. I did keep quite a few in here. Here's a nice looking one underneath, well, next to this bristlenose pleco. And yeah, so that's pretty much it for the 200 litre tank. Now I'm going to update you guys on the Nano Cube. So here is an update on the Nano Cube from the last video. If you didn't watch that video, I highly recommend checking it out. I really enjoyed recording that video. So here are some of the shrimp that I've been keeping in here. They actually have started breeding already, and quite a lot of them were buried up. If I zoom in here, here is one of the buried females. Buried just means they're pregnant, and they have the berries, that's the little shrimplets, hanging underneath their tail. So I did choose out quite a few nice looking females. Here is a couple that I think look really beautiful. If I just stay here for a little bit, as you see here, their coloration is just absolutely amazing. Here's a nice dark red one, if I just quickly zoom out. She's swimming against the glass right now, but she is very nice looking too. And yeah, so I did decide to add in the Ember Tetras back into the Nano Cube tank, but I'm actually thinking about switching them out for another type of fish, this being gold white cloud minnows. The reason why is because I just want a nice colour contrast, because, you know, red Ember Tetras, red cherry shrimp, it would be nice to have different coloured fish in here. And I did also add in a couple ram's horn snails just to clean up crew. So that's pretty much it for the Nano Cube so far. If there's any other updates, I'll show you guys soon. just a quick update on the couple tanks I'm currently keeping. And before I move on to new animals I have yet to show on the channel and give ideas for potential enclosures that I may use for animals I may get in the upcoming months, I thought I'd just quickly update you guys on animals that are no longer in my possession. The first one being Larry. If you guys don't know who Larry was, I'm just going to quickly throw a picture up here of what she used to look like. Larry was a rescued quail that I picked up from my work experience, and I raised her up for a month and a bit, and unfortunately she did pass away on May 12th. I have no idea why. I'm assuming old age or maybe stress, I'm not too sure, but she is no longer in my possession, guys. Another animal that I'm no longer in possession of is my land snails. The reason being, my mum was just no longer wanting them in the house. My family aren't a big fan of animals in the first place, and she was not very happy when I brought in the land snails. So I did rehouse the bigger ones as new pets, and I used some of the land snail babies as feeders, as well as rehomed some of them as feeders as well. It's quite sad, but it was better than them just dying off. Another animal that I'm no longer in possession of is Diablo. Diablo was my better fish. He passed away all of a sudden after a water change. He just started floating, and then the next morning I found him dead. No clue why, but yeah, I don't no longer have Diablo either. And last of all, it's a kind of, not really a pet, but I no longer have the mealworm set up. The reason being, I just no longer had a use for it. I'm not getting my African cichlids anytime soon, and Larry did pass away. So I just ended up crushing the mealworms and using them as food in the 200 litre. The fish did enjoy it when I still had them. But yeah, I'm no longer using the mealworm enclosure, even though it was proven quite useful. So I'm just going to show you guys some of the new animals I'm currently keeping up in my room. So let's go to that. Alright guys, so the first animal I'd like to introduce to you guys to the channel is my black garden ant colony. Black garden ants are also known as Lasius niger, that's their scientific name. And I've been raising this colony from a single queen, and as you can see there's plenty of brood and there's quite a few workers in there now. I'm just going to quickly show you guys a clip that I recorded for a video I ended up scrapping of turning this terrarium into an ant formicarium. The reason why is because I ended up wanting to put a different animal in here instead. So let's get right into the clip I ended up scrapping of these little guys. Alright guys, so here is the terrarium that I'm going to be setting up. But before I do that, I thought I'd just quickly show you my ant queen. Yes, I am starting a colony from scratch because I just thought, why not? I found this queen and I caught her and I was like, you know what, let's try it. So if I zoom in here, this is Lasius niger, aka the black garden ant, a very common species found here in the UK. I've been keeping her for the past month inside this test tube, one end being with fresh water, so she has constant access to water. That's very important. And another end blocked off just so she can't escape, allowing minimal airflow, of course, so she can breathe and to avoid fungus growing inside. So she's been doing very well, surprisingly, since this is my first time taking care of queen ants. So if I point out with a pencil, down here is the larvae and up here are the eggs. So both of these are known as her brood, and she's been doing very well to take care of her brood. I've been keeping her in the dark. I've been keeping her inside this drawer that I keep old books in. They do very well in the dark. It's best because in the wild they dig a hole and live in there, so you want to replicate those conditions, and I have been doing so, and of course it's been very successful. I don't take her out very often because that does stress her out, but every week I do put a little bit of honey just at the entrance here, just so she can have something to eat. But yeah, that's all for my ant queen. If you want me to make a video on taking care of ant queens and me going into more depth and going into more detail, let me know. I can see what I can do. I can see if I can catch another ant queen and set another test tube up for her. But yeah, if you guys are interested in that, leave a comment down below. And yeah, let's get into setting up this terrarium. Well, from that clip, the queen has come such a long way since then. She has loads of workers now and tons of brood. So I'm going to get these guys a little formicarium soon. Don't worry, they're not going to be staying in this little test tube for their whole lives. And I just hope she does well for the rest of her life, because queens do live for a long time. I've read online that they can live up to 30 years old. So hopefully I can keep this colony for a very, very long time. So that's the little ant colony. Not much to update on them for a little while now. So let's move on to the new animals. Well, soon to be animals. that I want to introduce to you guys. Alright guys, so the next animal I want to show you guys are some seeds. Nah, I'm just joking guys. I wouldn't actually get seeds. I'm not really that much interested in plants. So these guys are actually leaf insect eggs, and specifically the Philippine leaf insect eggs. So scientific name is Phyllium philippinicum. So I got the green and the yellow, and I ordered them off eBay, and I've been just incubating them inside these containers with holes for ventilation, and I've been spraying them every day or so. So yeah, hopefully these guys will hatch out soon, and once they do, I'll be making a care guide on how to look after these leaf insects, and these guys will actually be going inside the old land snail container. Once they get big enough, of course. They can't go into a big enclosure. I'll explain that more in another video. But yeah, I'll just quickly throw a picture here of what the green ones look like, and a picture here of what the yellow ones look like once they are fully grown. So let's move on to talking about the terrarium. Alright guys, so just before I end the video today, I'm just going to quickly show you guys the terrarium here. I was actually originally going to put my ants in here. I was going to turn it into a nice naturalistic formicarium / nesting area, just like kind of how Ants Canada does it. But I actually ended up changing my mind since I wanted to put a different species in here, that being a vinegaroon. Vinegaroons are a type of whip scorpion, but unfortunately I'm not allowed to get one. I really do want to get one, but maybe in the future, maybe, hopefully. But for now, I'm actually going to put some millipedes in here. So I'm not exactly sure what species I want to put in here just yet. I'm thinking maybe either rainbows or golds. But I'm not too sure yet. We'll see once I have an idea of what kind of millipedes I want to put in here. I'm actually going to be looking for them at the Southern Invert Show in Brighton. Yes, I'm going to go to that. I'm going to be making a whole vlog style video and pickup video. I'm going to be getting different types of insects. I'm looking to get millipedes, praying mantises, maybe some pill bugs. We'll see. But so yeah, that's pretty much it for the animals that I'm potentially getting in the upcoming months. So look forward to sometime late November when I get this vlog finished and edited, because I'm going to the Southern Invert Show. I'm really excited for that, guys. Alright guys, so this is pretty much the end of the video. I've given you all updates on animals that are no longer in my possession, animals I'm currently keeping, as well as animals that I want to get in the upcoming months. If you guys did really enjoy the video, I'd appreciate if you guys click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell down below, so you don't miss out on another video when I do upload again. I really appreciate you guys if you leave a like on the video as well as leave a comment on the video down below as well. If you guys like as well, follow me on Instagram, Jeremy'sWildWorld_. I'll leave that in the description as well. And yeah, so that's pretty much all from me today, guys. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.